Now, your first alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
Your first alert for the day and over the next couple of days is the threat for storms. We do have some moving through this morning. Areas of rain associated with them too, especially during the morning commute. We'll catch a bit of a break this afternoon before more develop either this evening or especially later tonight. View of pinpoint Doppler radar shows where we have a couple of different areas of shower and storm activity. The first has been exiting to the northeast, and then a second line here near Manchester. Some storms moving into that area. Northeast at about 45 miles per hour is the motion of this activity. So pushing out of the Iowa City and Solon area toward Mount Vernon and Lisbon and tracking into Jones County. Additional rain with some embedded downpours too within this area of a disturbance that's sliding off to the northeast slowly but surely. This area of rain could produce some decent rainfall totals as it passes by, maybe another ½ an inch or more as it does. Now our Mount Vernon City cam looks pretty wet, not very windy though, which is good news with those storms moving through. Just generally out of the east or northeast between about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures starting off in the low 60s. Now, as we see the initial area of storms move out this morning, we'll have a chance to warm up. 70s and 80s on your first alert forecast for today. 75 in Cora, 80 in Washington. Everyone running a little bit above normal for this time of year. And there's the progress of this system as it swirls to the northeast. A little mid-level disturbance providing the focus for this development early on today. But by the afternoon, not much left of it. And we'll actually see some partial clearing as we go through that time frame. Now, later this afternoon and evening, new storms develop to our west, most likely. We could see a little bit of isolated development toward our southern counties, but for the most part, we're waiting for this opportunity of more storms moving in from the northwest after midnight and then spreading across the area. Pretty similar start to the day likely on Tuesday like we're seeing this morning. Now, more severe weather possible with that line moving through tonight in our northwest zone. Damaging wind would be the main threat here. Maybe a little bit of large hail or isolated tornado threat too as it passes by. Tomorrow, though, is when the threat will be highest. Damaging wind and tornadoes the main threats on Tuesday. Large hail also possible. That morning line will start to push out of the area by about 7 or 8 o'clock again. We're left with the possibility of some scattered showers and storms behind it. We're not going to need a lot of sunlight tomorrow to really get the atmosphere ready for severe weather, just based on the amount of higher temperatures and humidity we're going to have in place already. So even with that morning system, if we catch a little bit of a break later in the afternoon, we'll see that storm development to our west, move it into an atmosphere that will be unstable and ready for more severe weather. So damaging wind as these storms sweep through and the risk for some isolated tornadoes too. Now, fortunately, things do wind down pretty early on Thursday evening. We'll likely have a quieter night by even Thursday night. So really your first alert is for the next 36 hours or so as these storms come in waves. Really want you to stay weather aware on Tuesday in particular. Storms will be moving pretty quickly, 50 to 60 miles per hour. So you'll have less time to react as they move into your area. Fortunately, we do catch a break for the middle of the week. A couple of dry days before the chance for some more storms toward the weekend. Your weather-wise question, which of these is factored into the definition of derecho? Is it wind speeds, length of the storm's track, spacing of the reports of strong winds, or all of the above?
I'm not sure what the answer would be to this. I would think wind speed would definitely be a factor.
I'm going D, all of it.
Yeah, let's say all of the above.
I feel like that's always kind of the safest choice when you have an all of the above option. It is all of the above. It does matter. It has to be spread out over a long period of time, and those reports of the strongest winds have to be spaced out a certain amount too, based on that definition. It's the long track of that long-lasting windstorm that kind of is the big differentiator between that and just sort of a normal line of storms.
Yeah, because you have straight line winds with a thunderstorm, but that's different.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thanks, Corey.